Welcome back. We are debating whether Pakistan's information technology sector has lived up to its potential. Let's go to our first fact. According to an article in the Science and Development Network, for most of the 1990s, Pakistan invested heavily in information technology, and an industry began to emerge. Thousands of people there are now online, but developing quality software that sells in the international market is a different matter, and one that needs a radical rethink. Let's go to you, Dr. Matin. How do you respond to this fact?
I'd say that developing software is just one minor component of the overall information technology industry. It is not true that Pakistan has not been able to come up with original software at all. There are a number of examples in Pakistan where, and this we're not just talking of the last few years, even before that we have been in a situation where Pakistani companies have actually developed software which has sold well both locally as well as internationally. We need to understand that when we talk about the IT industry, we should be not making any distinction between exporting software or exporting IT services and usage of those services.
Well, that's your 30 seconds, and how do you respond?
I'll agree with Dr. Matin on the fact that IT is more than software development, but I must agree with the statement we have not sold quality software overseas. And what we mean by quality software is business intelligence software, enterprise applications, network softwares, and these are sold in revenues of 50 to 100 to 500 million dollars in revenue. So Pakistan is not even close to that. European companies have done very well. America obviously is a leader.
Right.
Indian companies have done very well.
That's your 30 seconds. You talk about all this software that you say we have exported. Export is a very small component, or rather software export is a very small component of Pakistan's overall exports, for one thing. For another thing, you talk about how Pakistan has been original about development. And that's also something that a lot of people will disagree with. And your response to that is?
Actually, it's surprising. If you look at companies that have recently done well in Pakistan, they have actually developed world-class software which is recognized as such. For example, two companies were in Singapore recently. They won awards for the products that they developed. This is something called Apicta, and this is a fact that I don't think Mr. Hashmi would disagree with. I think the point that he's trying to make, that we are not doing enough quality work, probably relates to the fact that the Pakistani IT industry as such is not mature enough to enable our companies to understand what dynamics are internationally.
That's your 30 seconds, and how do you respond?
That one I would disagree with Dr. Matin. Enterprise software applications are the highest form of revenues in the global IT market. Our two companies, and all due respect to them because they did well in Apicta, however, they're not even in the league of tier 3 software providers globally in software development. So,
well, as a country, we're not in tier 3 in most areas. So why should the IT sector be any better?
The IT sector is unique because the IT software solutions and infrastructure solutions we have now has been developed by probably under 30 innovative young grads.
I'll give you another 30 seconds to complete this point.
Now, because of that youth that's come into the probably economy of Pakistan during the last 5 to 10 years, you have the opportunity